Okay, the Seraphim. I personally like the Seraphim. I think they have a lot of usefulness in certain games, and these are one of the units that has changed the least in the new codex, at least from what I can see. They have a very similar stat line. They are still jump infantry with jump packs, so they can deep strike in most missions. They have power armor as before. They're always wielding at least 2 pistols. So they have the gunslinger special rule, which lets them shoot both pistols. Also means they by default have 2 close combat weapons. They have their assault and crack grenades, so they're very similar to what they were before. They still have their active faith. They have their angelic visage, which means they re-roll their shield of faith, and they have hit and run, which they had before. So that's pretty similar. They have the same rule that they did in the previous edition for their acts of faith. So they have Emperor's Deliverance, which means once per game they get to reroll wounds, or they, quote, have the Shred Universal Special rule when shooting. And so they're likely to wound, even with hand flamers that are strength 3, they're likely to wound their targets. You can on 2 of them per squad, and it doesn't matter if you take a large squad or a small squad, only 2 of them can upgrade their weapons, and they can take 2 hand flamers or 2 Inferno pistols. I personally like the Inferno pistols because you can drop these girls in and blow up most vehicles and or kill most characters with 2 meltas per girl, particularly re-rolling wounds. And like a lot of the deep striking or outflanking girl squads, they're likely to die, so you probably want to use that on the round they come in if you can. You don't have to have a superior when you take Seraphim now, so they come base without the superior. The superior gives them a bonus to their leadership, which could be helpful for your active faith. But you don't have to take her. If you do, you can replace her bolt pistols with a chainsword. I have no idea why you would do that. I can't think of any reason you would do that. You could give her a power sword, and it's okay. Or you can give her a plasma pistol, but not plasma pistols. So you can replace one of her pistol with a plasma pistol. And you can always give her melta bombs. That might be the only reason you would take the superior, so you could have melta bombs on your Seraphim. This squad can still deep strike with Saint Celestine, so that was always a tactic in the past, is to drop them in with Saint Celestine since they're all jump infantry. I think they can still do that. Don't see why not. And I think they're still a versatile unit. They're a bit expensive as far as sisters go, but they're not terribly overpriced, and so I think they're a versatile, highly mobile unit, and they're potentially scoring in Scourging. So 1/6 of your games, they're going to be a scoring unit.